Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Venture Weaver, and today we are descending into one of the strangest, most reality bending sections of the entire game so far. Level 2 of the Labyrinth. If level 1 was chaos, dread, and ruin, then level 2 is where the Labyrinth starts pulling apart reality itself. This is the moment it becomes clear. You're not wandering a dungeon. You're wandering a machine that is fueled by memories, dreams, and controlled by a dead god's broken pocket of time. So let's begin. The first thing you hear when you enter is a distant ticking. Not a gentle tick either, a heavy, echoing metallic beat that bounces off every wall. It instantly sets a tone. This place moves on its own schedule, not yours. The environment shifts around you, flowing in and out like molten skin. The catch glimmers of massive gears moving in the dark, hints that the entire structure might be one enormous clock. There's no comfort here. The darkness feels cold, the silence hums, the gears grind somewhere unseen like a giant machine thinking, dreaming, remembering. I designed this whole section to feel deliberately mechanic yet haunted. Not steampunk, not magical machinery, more like the remains of an ancient, unknowable system no longer maintained by anything that's human. You eventually reach a point where the ground falls away into the absolute void. One lantern flickers in the distance across the abyss, a tiny, fragile star in an endless sea of black. You inch along platforms that crumble behind you. You leap across shifting metal. You feel watched, not by creatures, but by the labyrinth itself. Then the wind hits you, cold, sharp, like the breath of something enormous leaning close to inspect you. And then you find it. A pile of rusted gears, dead machinery, the corpse of a forgotten engine. This isn't a dungeon. This is the inside of something that shouldn't exist. And then, boom, the automation guardian comes to life. Sharp movements, rigid motions, clockwork rage. It's the first big character of this level, and it tells you everything. Something built this place, and it didn't intend you to walk through it. As you continue, the floor collapses, the walls shift, the platforms rise and fall like a mechanical heartbeat. This is where level 2 reveals its nature. It's unstable, yet alive, and is actively resisting your presence. You jump from one moving piece to the next while gears grind underfoot. The world rearranges around you, and the cracks appear. Literal cracks from the labyrinth's shell breaks open to reveal deeper realms beneath. This place is not static, it is evolving while you're inside it. The endless entity eventually in the darkness's shape rises, a faceless being, huge, silent, dreadful. This is one of the earliest cosmic NPCs in the game, and it's entirely appearance driven. This isn't a lore dumper. There's no exposition, just a presence that tells you. There are things down here older than the clocks, older than the stone, older than the memories themselves. And they know you're here. Water in the gear realms. Then water begins rising around your boots, cold, black, reflecting the faint lantern light. Soon you emerge into a realm of colossal interlocking gears, giant mechanical teeth grinding together like titans at war. This is one of my favorite visuals in the entire level. It feels like the inner body of the labyrinth. Staircases lead up to walls covered in ancient drawings, clockwork diagrams, forgotten blueprints, symbols nobody remembers. It's all meant to feel like the remnants of a civilization that worshipped machinery like a living god. Ghosts shifting rooms and the village that isn't there. Then the world flips again. A ghostly image of a figure emerges from the darkness, one of the first spirits you encounter in level 2. Past it, wallpaper clings to the walls. Rooms shift like they're being pushed around by giant unseen hands. Then everything goes strange. The walls spin, the corridors warp, the whole village begins forming around you. Houses, roads, a woodsman appearing at its edge. None of it is real, and none of it is stable. It's a labyrinth imitating the surface world based on fragmented memories of your own life. It wants you to feel like you're home, but the ground splits and the illusion shatters again, the fall back into darkness. Descending into the church, the fog rolls in. Steps echo, bells toll in the distance. A wooden door creaks open into an abandoned church filled with flickering candles. This transition is meant to be jarring, a hard cut from the mechanical hell into spiritual decay. Inside, everything feels wrong. Dripping water, shifting lights, pews stretching into seemingly infinite spaces. The organ melody comes from nowhere. The altar hides a passage, and the church reveals what the surface villagers never knew. Its roots dig deep into something more, much older than faith. Then you reach the crossroads of tunnels beneath the sanctuary. Chains hang from the walls. Walls slam shut. Whispers echo through the dark. You feel like someone or something is walking just behind you. Deeper in, pits open in the floor where the wind whistles like distant screams. This whole area is meant to feel like a dungeon, beneath a world, beneath another world. Eventually, you arrive in a massive pit, a central chamber of stone filled with wind, dust, and silence. Then your eyes catch a moment. Something climbing out, slowly reaching, trying to pull itself up. You flee down a spiral staircase that descends deeper into the earth. The staircase is the turning point. Once you go down, you don't come back the same. The dungeon below the pit, another world entirely. Scratch marks, stone beds, chains, pillars, a skeleton lying on a bed of straw, a gaunt prisoner stumbling out of the darkness. This is the lowest point of the human presence in level 2, a place where the living came to die, a place where the labyrinth kept its captives, a reminder that this machine of gears and shadows has fed on people before you, and it will again. Religious symbols, desperate attempts to ward off the things that live down here. Eventually, through twisting halls and decaying corridors, you reach the beating heart of the level 2, the forbidden entrance of a deeper dungeon. You see it and you know it. You are leaving the realm of gears and ghosts. You are entering the realm of gods and nightmares. This is the last breath before the descent continues. This place ends not with victory, but with knowledge. The labyrinth is not just a structure, it is an ecosystem, a memory, a machine, a tomb, and yet a watcher. It knows you, and it is waiting for you on the next level. If you enjoyed this chronicle and want to explore this section for yourself, you can download the game free. Link in the description below. Same with the Patreon account. So thank you for journeying into the clockwork depths with me. Next time we descend even further into a realm the labyrinth does not let you return from.